You're now tuned into Radical Radio with Coach L.
Switch my attitude. I'm so radical. 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 I'm so radical.
You can't heal what's hidden, and you can't break chains you don't acknowledge. The word says the truth shall set you free. Be true to yourself and allow the plan that God has had for your life to live. That's radical, living unapologetically bold and purposely authentic. Stay tuned for the radical coaching moment of the day.
Be kidding me. Listen, y'all, I'm so sorry. I was totally on mute. This is a this has been a day. I'm gonna say that we're gonna start there. Just this has been a day. But I believe that, a lot of times the enemy don't want you to really get things out that you need to get out that's on your heart. But anyways, we're gonna start with the radical culture moment of the day. I am your girl, Coach L, the founder and visionary of Radical Radio. We have a very special guest. I know you can't hear me now, sis. Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh, y'all. Listen. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you guys for joining. I want to start with the radical culture moment of the day. I can only say this and say this with all sincerity that this weekend I was really, just thinking and talking to a few people, right? I was letting them know that, the enemy's job is to come and steal, kill, and destroy, and he's only doing his job. A lot of times we get misconstrued that, the enemy doesn't have a job to do. He does have a job to do. His job is to bring chaos. His job is to distract you. His job is to make sure that you do not fulfill the plan that God has already placed on your life. So it brought up the scripture, obviously, John 10:10. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I come that they may have life and have it to the full. So as I was talking to one of my sisters, I was saying, listen, I realized that the enemy was trying to take me out at a very, very young age, right? Very, very young age. And I'm going to share this with y'all and be transparent here. I think I started drinking at like the age of 12, right? What was I doing drinking? Had no business drinking. But just the fact that some things had gone wrong, with my parents' relationship and I was angry and mad, I started to do things that I had no business doing, that I knew that I had no business doing, but I was doing it just because I wanted to, make them mad and show them that I could do whatever I wanted to do. I was trying to be grown, right? That's a plot of the enemy. Like he wants us to think that this is what we need to do in order to kill the pain or to not feel, in the ways that we're feeling like this is the best thing that we can do. So early on, he was trying to use alcohol to haunt me, to distract me from the very plan that God has for me. So this is to encourage you to understand the enemy definitely comes to kill and destroy, kill, steal, and destroy. But it is up to you, no matter what the cost, no matter what the distractions, no matter what the chaos, no matter what it looks like. You were born with a purpose. You were born with a plan. Stick with the plan because that's his job. His job is to come and kill, steal, and destroy. Because if he does that, then it'll take you a longer time to get to that point where God wants you. It'll take you a longer time to fulfill your purpose. It'll take you a longer time to identify the plan that he has set for you before you were even born. So once again, understand that he has a job to do. Don't feel bad about that job. Just know that you are the daughter, you are the son of a king, and no weapon formed against you will ever, 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 ever prosper. So it does not matter what it looked like. Just know that you already have the victory. And that is the radical culture moment of the day. So, guys, let's go ahead and get this show running. Let's get this show going. I have a very, 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 very special guest in the building. I was excited because we started talking before the show and she started hitting some key points. And I'm like, oh, okay, yes, this is going to be a good one. I have Miss Antoinette McGee of McGee's Beauty and Soul Beauty Supply in Zion, Illinois. She is a country girl born in Chicago, Illinois, on the South Side. She moved to Chicago. She moved from Chicago to Texas, where her mom's side of the family originated from. For about 6 years out of her young life, we moved back to Chicago, and at the end of age 14, her mom decided to move to North Chicago, Illinois, because her dad was in the military, and she wanted to get us out of the city of Chicago. It was very violent and not exactly a good place to raise your children. She was raised to try to keep God first and try to include him in every decision she makes and treat others as she would want to be treated, but also not to be a fool, to always have self preservation. Now she is 35, married with a 9-year old and a husband, and her husband and her, both her husband and her are owners of the beauty supply store and in the process of expanding into an empire. She's hit a few bumps along the way, but it is true when it cut off. It cut off. What was you trying to say at the end?
It's very true when it says in the good book, raise your kids in the way they should go and they will never depart from it.
Absolutely. So she is telling y'all, listen, it doesn't matter what it looks like. When you raise your kids, they will not depart. So we have Miss Antoinette McGee in the building, y'all. Listen. Come on, Queen.
Hey, everywhere. How y'all doing?
Yes.
Thanks for having me, Coach L. I'm excited.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to have you on. We started a real
Really
good
did.
conversation, right? First and foremost, let's talk about your story. Share your story, whatever part of your story you want to share. Let's start there.
Well, like I said, I was born and raised in Chicago. I saw a lot of things I shouldn't have saw. My mom did her best to prevent it. She finally gave in, and we moved up here to Lake County. My dad was military. She was kind of running from it. She didn't want to come here, but she made the best decision she felt she needed to make for us, and ultimately it paid off. We meet. Well, I'm the only girl. I have brothers.
Okay.
So they got more focused in their life and what they were doing as well, coming out of that city. So
That's good. That's good.
yeah, and she always told me, anything is possible that you put your mind to it, that you really want to do. So um, I brainstormed and brainstormed, and I'm like, you know what? We need a black-owned beauty supply around here.
Yes.
Um, you know, I feel like we the queens of beauty.
Yes.
Beauty comes from us, and I feel like we need to take that back.
That's right.
We kind of lost sight of that. So I formed a beauty supply store, and I've been getting a lot of following behind it. My people, our people, have been really supporting.
That's dope. Listen, and you're from Chicago, moved into Lake County,
Yes.
and we are supporting this black-owned business, y'all. So it is amazing to have a black-owned beauty supply in Zion. And that's what we were talking about. We were talking about how we need to have more black-owned beauty supplies in our neighborhoods. And why would you say it's important for us to have more?
Because I feel like as a people, if we stick together and put our mind to something, we can be so powerful. And I think that has been snatched away from us. Through the years, from our ancestors and from slavery, we've been taught to be against each other.
That's right.
And we should try the opposite for a
For a
second.
change.
That's
right.
For a change. Let's try the opposite, because you see what being apart gets us. Nowhere. You know what I mean? So I feel like we need more of what I'm trying to do. I support all Black businesses. I have a few Black businesses inside of my business, and they're thriving, and I enjoy helping them, and they help me as well to stay motivated and to stay pushing forward.
Yes.
And it keeps me dedicated to the cause that I'm doing the right thing when they show appreciation. I got a fruit basket the other day, which is a good thing because I'm trying to lose some weight. And anybody who know me know I like to eat. So, but I smashed that fruit basket though.
That's
I really even tell them thank you.
Listen, shout out to whoever sent the fruit basket to our sister.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
luck. We got Miss Monet Green on here. We got Miss Candace Hill on here. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We appreciate you, queens. Carson Johnson and Kendra Yarbrough. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you, queens. That is very important. Like for real, I think we only have a handful of Black-owned beauty supplies in our neighborhood in our county at this time. I'm sure that there's been things where people try to pit you against one another. I'm sure that it's always where we feel like women can't get along, where women got to be in competition. Tell us, what are your thoughts on that?
To me, I'm only in competition with myself and who I was a year ago or 6 months ago. I'm always trying to strive to do better. That's what I'm competing with. I'm genuinely happy when I hear, someone else is, being successful and doing things to build up us as a whole, because they look at us as a whole. It don't matter if we're up here, down here, they look at us as a whole. And, the pandemic and with Trump being in office, I think we should have grasped that a little bit more. Our men are kind of, they're becoming endangered beings.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, we need to come together and be powerful. And I don't think that just because we're in the same industry or doing the same things that we got to be against each other. Right. We need to try to come together and build more. Hopefully someone else come along and add to it. And, we all can, like I said, take our beauty industry back.
Absolutely.
Because it's ours.
Yes. And I believe that because whether people believe it or not, the beauty industry is a billion, trillion almost dollar industry, right?
I agree.
So many people, like I have young people all the time that want to become cosmetologists, and people kind of deter them from being cosmetologists. That happened when I was younger, but it's important. They don't understand like the amount of money that's like flowing through the beauty industry, right? So you were talking earlier, you were saying like it's mostly us that's shopping in the beauty supply.
Just to be blunt, if I can speak very bluntly here,
you can.
We are making the beauty supply stores, the Chinese. Shout out to the Chinese. I'm not racist. I don't have any, ill intent, but we are making them rich from us.
That's right.
And that's what I mean by take it back. We the only ones shopping those beauty supplies.
Right.
You know what I mean? From me being a beauty supply owner, I see that firsthand now that, our nationality is the ones that benefit from the beauty supply
That's
industry.
right. That's
So
right.
why not take it back? The beauty industry in a general, hairstyling, braiding, dreadlocks.
Hmm.
You'll see some Caucasians around here with dreadlocks, and it shocked me for a minute. Like, wow, I didn't know that they could really get. But
Yeah.
we inspire people, and it's not
Yeah.
all the time about money. It's about making someone feel special about themselves. They could have been ready to jump off the ledge and give it all up,
Absolutely.
and you giving them a nice comment or a nice gesture, or doing their hair the right way, or you could possibly change that. So I think that beauty touches people in many different ways
That's
than
right.
just making money. Yeah.
I believe that. We got Brittany D saying my sexy birthday wig came from her shop. She is
You feel me?
awesome.
let this week. Shout out to McGee Beauty.
Yes, that's the plug right there. Y'all need to get over to McGee Beauty and Soul.
Yes.
We're gonna start right there. McGee Beauty and Soul. Let's talk about the name. Listen, y'all. I was just saying McGee Beauty, and I was like, what? Wait a minute, it's McGee Beauty and Soul, and it touched me so much because I'm like,
Yes.
that's such a dope name. Because beauty definitely hits the soul.
It does.
Definitely. Tell us about how you came up with the name.
Me and my husband. Shout out to my husband.
Shout out
He's
husband.
my biggest supporter. He take my vision and create it into reality,
Mhm.
and I love him for that.
That's
Even
awesome.
through the I don't feel like doing it. He do it.
Mhm.
Um, So yeah, we was sitting up one night and we kept, it was multiple nights. The lawyer was gonna call us back that Monday so that we can give him a name for the beauty supply. We just knew we wanted the beauty supply.
Mhm.
So we could not come up with the name. We came up with all type of crazy names. So I'm like, I'm finna sleep on it. And the lawyer called me and he was like, did you come up with a name? And we looked at each other. I was like, McGee Beauty and Soul. And he was like, when you come up with that? And I was like, hey, it just came off of a whim. I guess sometimes you think better when it's just hits you in the face.
There you go.
So yeah, and the lawyer was like, so is it SOLE? I'm like, no, not like the sole of your shoe. Like soul food. We got soul, baby. SOUL. Don't misspell that.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how I came up with it. Basically
love
off of a whim.
I love that.
Being put on the spot.
That is awesome. So you and your husband both own this beauty supply store.
Yes.
So I'm sure that it's been a lot of work, hard work, long
Yes.
nights. Tell
Yes.
us about your journey in starting this beauty supply.
It was, when you come up with an idea of this is what you want to do, you're first excited, like, oh my God. It's kind of like being pregnant for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Then when, once the baby grow and it get bigger and you don't have no room for yourself and time for yourself, you start to realize like, oh, this is not as easy as it seems. But when you start to see the progress and you start to see the growth from it, and you know that you got it, everything you did, you built that. It wasn't given to you, and you start to appreciate it more. It's kind of like when my mom used to tell me, you will start valuing things more when you got to buy them. So you finna get a job and start buying it yourself, because you don't value the things that the clothes and the shoes. So it makes me feel I'm proud when I get up or when I ride past and I see my store sign and lights. I love it. When I see shout outs on Facebook, or I see people in the streets now that didn't know me before, they know me now. I might be the beauty supply store lady now. I don't even think I think I didn't graduate. So I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. And I appreciate the support, because like I say, we have a attention not to support each other. So I didn't know how this was gonna go, because I'm like, we don't like to support each other, and people get a little jealous when there's no jealousy. I'm trying to build this for our community. We're in the process of expanding. I'm excited about that. My Yoni steams will be open April 15th, where you can come in the store and get your Yoni steam, get it together, get it right, get it tight, get the juices flowing the right way. Yes, I'm excited about that.
That is amazing. Because one thing, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why I reached out to you. The reason I reached out to you because I was following you on Facebook and I saw that you allow other people to bring their products.
Yes.
Black owned businesses, small business owners. that have hair care products and things like
Yes.
that, you allow them to bring their items into your store. For me, that just did something to me. I'm like, I want to get to know her. Like, I really want to hear her story because you don't see that.
Yes.
You don't see that often.
I
Like,
agree.
to let somebody else bring their products in and, benefit. You don't see that often. So that really wowed me. Tell me, what was the decision? Because like you said, you're expanding. So I could tell that like you have a lot of ideas. Like
I got
ideas
so
probably
many.
just be popping up.
Sometimes me and my husband can't even sleep. We be sitting up like we have we be so excited and we do have so much we want to do and we know that it takes time.
Right.
And my mom was just telling me the other day, slow down, Antoinette. It's gonna happen, just slow down. 'Cause I'm like, I gotta do this and I gotta do. She like, slow down. And it's just excitement. And like, like I said, to see the vision come to light. And I know what it's like for people to step on your dreams and say, you'll never be able to do this, or you can't do that, and don't think like that. You need to just go on and get you a basic business degree, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are you to step on my dreams? If I feel like I can do it, I can do it. So I like speaking life into people.
Oh, yes.
Anything is possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when other women reached out to me and said, hey, can I put my product in your store? You sure can. We're gonna talk about the numbers because I definitely want to make my money from it too.
Yes.
But you definitely can. And it's a list of things that you need to do because there's regulations we gotta follow. And as long as you're willing to take constructive criticism, I'm all for it.
That's
so
good.
Yes.
But okay. So you about the business, see, and that's what we don't see again in Black businesses, small businesses. You never hear people really talking about. Hold on, I would love to do this, but let's get this paperwork ready.
Definitely,
first.
you have to.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. Where does your business sense come from? Like, where does all this come from?
My mom.
Okay.
My mom, she's a strong Black powerful woman. My dad was military, so he was gone a lot. But he was definitely present. They're still married. 31 years, 420.
Come on, Black love.
Yes, they're still together, going strong, crazy as ever. But they going strong. So just watching them and them not giving up. We was faced with so much, adversity. Like, it was a lot going on, especially from where we came from. And like I said, we moved to Texas for a while.
Okay.
And it was a lot of, I faced racism down there head on.
Wow.
So that kind of changed my perspective of things too. Like, I want to be respected. I want to be looked at as someone, not
absolutely.
just as another person or another Black person. So that in itself, when I was like, maybe we should do a beauty supply, because we wanted to do. First, we was talking about a grocery store, and I'm like, no, we need something that's gonna stand out.
Yeah.
And a beauty supply, and it really took legs. And young women, they come and talk to me, and I talk back, and I try to get them the knowledge that when I was coming up, the older women weren't really giving you that knowledge. They was trying to get you to kick it with them and trying to give you the knowledge of the street.
Yeah.
So. And and I think street knowledge kind of it takes a big.
It goes hand in hand.
It definitely does. It definitely does. I'm all for the book smarts. Don't get me wrong, because that's one thing my mom didn't play about.
Yeah.
And I think that's where that business side come from too. You gotta carry it a certain type of way and the way you want it to be, for it to end up the way you want it to be.
Absolutely.
And you just got to get that business side down first, and then we can grow and be fun and be merry and happy.
That's right.
But you can't, if you make people think they can get over on you, they'll try it.
Absolutely.
And it's just for bad blood. So if we started off like business, that's how we're gonna end it. And that's what it'll be. But you end up, becoming friends with people and meeting people and really get to know the person and see the ideas they got and the things that they can add to what you're trying to do. So
yeah, I love that. Monet said, I want my juices to flow.
Well, come on down to McGee Beauty Soul. You can start making your appointments April 1st.
Joey McGee said, hey, turn up. Carson Johnson said, awesome. Come on, that's right. And Candace Hill said, crazy in love. That is so funny. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate y'all joining us. I just, I'm in awe right now. I love to hear people's stories. I love to get down, to like why you moved the way you moved. And your energy is absolutely amazing. Just This is the first time I met Antoinette, y'all.
I know.
This is the first time we met, and just hearing the empowerment, hearing that, she's ministering, because she's ministering to young ladies. Y'all, this is something that we don't see often. Like, she's the owner of a beauty supply, and I'm sure so many young ladies come in.
Yes.
Why do you think that's so important that we pour into our young ladies?
Because they're our future. And if they don't love and believe in themselves, then they can't walk outside with their head up and know that there's somebody. They got to believe in that. And they are our future. We're going to be sitting back hoping that they take the reins the right way when we're a little older. You see what I'm saying? So we need to speak life into them and speak knowledge into them. And it's not just about your body. You know what I'm saying? It's about you and your inner person and what you bring to the table. You can't just, bring beauty all the time. So, that's why I try to speak life into them. Like, finish school. That's something no one can take away from you is your education. Finish school and be somebody.
Yeah.
Don't just be another body. That's the main thing for me. That I don't want to just be another body. I want to be somebody that inspires people, though.
That's good.
We really need to come together. Our community. We got to do better.
Alicia says she talking my language now. I'm trying to give them all this knowledge. Absolutely, Alicia. Look, we're going to have to get together because I see women empowerment rolled up in this all the way. So we talked about, like you said, it got to be some street knowledge and it got to be a little book smarts up in there. A lot of people want to label people, right? They want to put a tag on them or make them feel like, they got to be this way or that way. You display that you are who you are.
I am.
And even in your bio, you like, I try to do what God tells me to do, and it don't always work.
It don't.
And that's okay. So let's talk about, just your thought process when it comes to things like that, how people try to label you and put you in a box.
I'm kind of used to that because I had all brothers. I was a little tomboyish in my younger age, so I was in the streets and indulged in things that necessarily somebody wouldn't agree with. We all have. Some might try to hide it. I'm an open book. I am who I am, and you hit it right on the head. And it's like either you're gonna accept me for who I am or you're not, but you're missing out. You can't read a book by its cover. You got to know who I am, and once a person really get to know me, they be like, "Oh, you real cool." Yes, I am. I'm like an angel in disguise. Yes, I am. You got to get past the rough exterior, but when you get past that, you'll see, like, okay, it's something here. So, I think street smarts and book smarts go hand in hand, as you said. You need both.
Yeah, I love that. Because like you said, I'm not who I used to be. You said, you're in competition with yourself. The person you were yesterday, the person you were last year.
Yes.
That's extremely important to me because a lot of people do want to put you in competition with other people.
Yes.
But from what I hear, McGee's Beauty and Soul has its own lane. You talking about putting Yoni steams up in the beauty supply. Come on, y'all. Like, I lived in Atlanta and I saw beauty. I saw beauty shops in the beauty supply. So this is taking it another step further to really show you that it's the creativity that we have that we can do whatever we want. So let's talk about the Yoni steams because a lot of people don't know about Yoni steams. They automatically want to, get away from it because they get nervous.
Yoni steams is taking it back to our culture, baby.
Let's talk about it.
Our people, that's what they used to do back in the day. It wasn't dishing and, putting certain inserts in you to get stuff out. It was simply they was steaming herbs sitting on top of it, and it was doing its job. And they turned out perfectly fine. They didn't have all the issues that we had because they was doing it naturally.
Yes.
And Yoni just means vagina in another language. But the steams are very helpful. They can help with people who are having fertility issues. They can help with women with menopause. They can help with women with strong menstrual cramps or heavy bleeding. Some women who are a little dry, they can get your juices flowing. You see what I'm saying? So that they're natural. So you don't have to worry about having a reaction to chemicals or something that's foreign that's not supposed to be in your body, and you wondering why you can't conceive, or why you steady getting yeast infections or bacteria infections. So the Yoni steams is the best way to go for the future, I feel like.
Absolutely.
And it's really starting to catch legs.
And I think what you said is important. We have to get back to our roots. We have to get back to our culture. There's been so many things that we have been conditioned to do and to think that we've lost sight of who we really are and what we've really come from. That's why a lot of people right now are starting to wake up and really understand that, like, yo, we was like dope way before now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what we go through right now don't make us dope. Like, we've been dope. We've been, been able to make our own food. We've been able, to take our spirituality to a whole nother level. We've been doing these things. Like, this isn't something new. It's just the fact that we got to tap into it.
Yes.
So let's talk about what Antoinette would tell her younger self now. What were some of the things that you would tell yourself?
Slow down. Be your age. Stay home. Because I was the only girl. I thought I knew it all. And I did start working at a young age. My mom taught me how to save. I still got one of my bank accounts is from when I was 14. I still got the same bank account.
Wow.
So I would basically tell myself to slow down. Like, I moved too fast. I thought I knew it all, and I moved out 18, right on the head. Well, really 17, but 18. And that's when everything started happening. Everything started happening, and the dreams that I had to become a nurse, or the thing, it got very far fetched. I didn't see those things anymore. I wanted to, kick it and be in the streets, and I started dealing with an older man that really changed my outlook on things. And had I slowed down and listened to my mom and not thinking that, oh, she's just hating, she just, it's my time.
Yes.
You feel me? But she lived it. She know. She trying to tell me the right thing. So I would definitely tell myself to listen and slow down and stay home. Finish school. Because these bills,
I want to go back. I want to go back home.
Yes. I definitely slow down.
Yeah. That's good. That's real good. I think those are the messages that we need to send to our younger women at this point. Everything is so glitzy and glamorous. And, we have Instagram, we have all these social media sites, we have, Instagram models, celebrities that they're looking up to. But for me, it's the Antoinettes for me. You know what I'm saying? It's the Coach L's for me. It's the Carson Johnsons for me, the Alicia Bodys. It's the Kendra Yarboroughs. It's the queens that really have said to themselves, like, I can do this and I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I feel something for our young ladies. I feel like they're missing so many key little intricate details and things that they need. And it's just like, I look at them sometimes and I'll be like, oh God, this poor baby, like poor baby. What are some things that you think that we can do as a community? Because we're community leaders, right? What are some things that you think we can do in our community to help our younger women?
I think that we should start coming together more and holding seminars and events and 5K walks and teach about health and the things we put in our body as well. Coming together and showing them that, okay, look, we all from different walks of lives. We're all are successful Black women, and we're coming together as one. We're not bickering and arguing and being apart or trying to outshine and outdo the next. And that's the thing. It's not always about trying to outdo the next.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we all in this together. We all in this together. Whether my bag a little heavier than yours or yours a little light, we still all in this together. Absolutely. When it boiled down to it, you're still a Black woman and I'm a Black woman. You know what I mean? So I think that we should all, as leaders, as queens, come together and really take these young women hand and show them, physically that, look, it's possible to come from where you come from and succeed and
Absolutely.
actually be somebody.
Mhm.
Not just a baby mom. You see what I'm saying? Not
Yes.
just a mistress.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But be somebody in your own right. My mom always told me, you got to stand firm in who you are, and everybody else will follow behind it.
Right.
You know, you don't negotiate your respect, you demand it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That comes with your demeanor, how you stand and how you hold your head and how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
Because some women will be like, they don't even know me. Why they coming at me like that? Because of the way you carrying
That's
yourself.
right. That's right. That's
You,
right.
you know, if you want to be respected, then you gotta respect yourself.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, you know, and sometimes we get lost in life and we doing us and we living our best life
Yes. Yes.
and not realizing what we portraying of ourselves. And then you might hear something and be like, where they get that from? Well, you don't remember when you had that dose the other night, how you was out there twerking and you know. So you know that's just what it is. Showing letting women know that actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely.
You can't just say what you want to do or say this is, you know, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking actually putting action into it.
Yeah.
Every day you should be working towards a goal, doing something, checking off a little list of something that you want of a bigger goal of where you're trying to get to. You know what I mean? Making life meaningful because it's a lot of people that don't get the breath that we get. Their breath got cut short.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, like you say, it's the Rosa Parks for me that didn't sit down on that bus, that made a stance, that made women powerful because we didn't have a say so.
Right.
Let's cut the racism for a minute and let's go to women. We couldn't even vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
No
Like
place.
we had no place. So now we're powerful. We becoming like the matriarchs. You know what I mean? We speaking life into our kings, our black kings. We got to build them back up. The world has tore them down. You know what I mean? And yes, some of them might deserve that little lashing, but it's a lot of them that don't. They get caught up in that fold of that. You know what I mean? And I believe that change is possible. You can persevere from anything. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Ooh, yes.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Sis. That's good.
So I just think as a community, it's powerful. Like we just have to come together and maybe start holding little seminars for women, doing little things, giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
You know, doing free little makeovers. Or, you know, things like that. Like I think that'll help out with the young community. I'm actually seeing it.
Yeah, that's good. I love that. We're gonna put that together.
Yes.
We definitely gonna rock and get some things popping. But I do think that that's necessary. Vicky Esther said, "Reach one, teach one."
Yes.
Thank you for joining me, Miss Vicky. Candace says, "Yes, get back to the basics, collaborate. Let's finish the race together." Absolutely, Queen. Miss Vicky said, "Come on, somebody, this is real talk." And Carson said, "This is real good." Yeah, she been on fire ever since. I'm telling y'all, before the show started, she was on fire. I had to slow my sister down. Like, hold on, sis, this half the show right here. We gonna keep on talking. What is in store for the beauty supply? What do you have coming up?
We are in the middle of expanding. We're renovating the Yoni Steam side right now. We're getting that up and going. And I don't want to give my surprise away, but just know we got an empire coming.
That's right.
We definitely have an empire for McGee Beauty and Soul. We'll definitely, in the near future, we're going to be hiring some nail techs. We're going to need some hairstylists.
Yeah.
We're bringing teeth whitening to McGee Beauty and Soul. I see I want it to be like an all one-stop shopping.
That's awesome.
You know, so we in the process of seeing that vision through. And we believe in it, and we putting our all into it. My husband there working out, or he'd have been sitting right here. Anybody who know us know, my mama call us Velcro. You see we stuck at the hip. Yeah, you see one, you see one, you see the other. But it's because of him. He keep me striving though. He do. He remind me when I be like, "Oh, babe, I'm tired." He'd be like, "That's okay. You gonna be tired. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna pay off."
That's amazing.
Yeah. What about that Yoni room you waiting on? I'd be like, "You know what? You're right. Let's get up. Let's go." You know, like we keep each other motivated because it be times where we both, you know, we be tired. We've been nonstop since November 11th in that store, doing things to make the store better. So it get a little stressful, but I feel like it's worth it because I feel like I'm inspiring people.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm inspiring my people. I hear we got a new beauty supply store.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
Is it Proscetta's Beauty Supply?
I think it's Pritchett's
Pritchett's
Beauty Supply.
Beauty,
Shout out
me.
to Cherie. Is it Cherie Pritchett? She has a new beauty supply. Yes.
Has a new beauty supply store in Waukegan. We need one in North Chicago now. Come on, my people. Like, let's get it together.
Yes.
It's time to push them out and us for us to step in.
That's right.
There, you know, we don't have to be in competition. They ain't got to put us together. We all as a people, we all one.
That's right.
We all one. So, yeah, shout out to the new beauty supply. Wish them the best success. When I get time, I'm gonna stop in and definitely, you know, show my gratitude to them. I love what they doing. I love what they doing. It's amazing. You know, take Washington back over.
Yes.
You know.
Hey, we can take the blocks back.
Yes.
For real. We definitely can. Miss Vicky said, a true soulmate you have. Stephanie Bird says she was raised by a strong warrior of God.
That's mama right there.
Okay, I knew that had to be mama. That's right. Mama, stake your claim, because you definitely raised a real one. You definitely raised a real one.
Y'all get mama up in here. She gonna touch some souls.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. I'm gonna definitely have to bring her back with me next time.
She can come on through whenever she wants to. You know, I love a good carrying on. We can go all night. I love it. So you have only been, so how long has the beauty supply been open?
Since November 11th.
Of 2020?
Of 2020, yes. Yes. And I feel like it's been like a year already. So much has happened. So many people reached out to me. I think that I'm supposed to be a part of some type of documentary that's coming up. A lady came and reached out to me. She trying to do like some type of Black history documentary of where we were and where we going.
Wow.
And I'm definitely excited to be a part of that.
That's amazing.
It is. I love making a stance, and I love making movement, making a change. You know, our people don't think it's possible to be something because we've been put down for so long.
Absolutely.
But we are the people. We are powerful. We are so powerful, and if we tap into that,
and all it takes is a little bit, y'all.
That's all it takes.
It only takes a little bit.
That's all it takes. Just a little bit to get going. All you got to do is start. It's like working out. Just get on that horse.
Absolutely. Give them the address. Miss Vicky wants the address to the location.
It's 2109 Lewis Avenue, Suite E in Zion, Illinois.
All right, Miss Vicky. So go ahead and pay Miss Antoinette a visit.
Please stop in.
Miss Vicky is a North Chicago resident, so she like, come on, North Chicago.
Come on through, baby. Come on through. First time customers get 10% off. Yes. I'm also I do gift giveaways every holiday. I have a giveaway box, so the people that stop in the store, whether you buying or you just coming to see what we got, you're more than welcome to put your name in the box. I pick names blindly. I pick 5 names and I give 5 free gifts. I like giving back.
Yes.
I like giving back because we wouldn't be succeeding and being able to expand and do all the things we're doing without the support of the community, of the people.
Listen, this is a woman of power. When I tell y'all, like, for real, the energy that she exudes, her light is shining so bright. Real talk. Like, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. It's just amazing to see people and be able to talk to people and hear people's story that have the same mindset.
Yes.
You don't find it very often, and when you do, it's like,
it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. It's refreshing. You like, there's more of me.
Yeah.
You know, it's more women think like me. You know, and to some extent, I think things are divine connections, because the way that I find people, you know, obviously it's through social media or, you know, on Instagram or something like that, or just, you know, hearing somebody's story. And I reached out to this queen and I told her, like, I got to have you on the show. She wanted to talk. She like, well, can we talk? I'm like, yeah, let's talk. So we talked, and it was just amazing. From that point on, every conversation, you know, the conversation that we had initially was a great conversation, and just hearing her and the support that she rallies around other Black businesses, women, and just the community that she's not even from. She wasn't raised in Lake County. She moved into Lake County, and she still wants to build Lake County up. So I want to use this time to encourage those of us that are born and raised in Lake County to take a stand from Miss Antoinette, and let's come on and get together and unify the right way
Let's make
with
it happen.
all the things that all the chaos and the drama. Let's move that out the way, but let's unify together, because if we can have Miss Antoinette come in and understand the power of us unifying, then we definitely can do the same if we're from this place. So I want to encourage y'all to do that. Um, where can they find you? Where can they find? Well, she gave you the address, but I want them to be able to follow you on Facebook, Instagram,
Yes.
and you have a business page, right?
Yes, we do. I'm also on Google. You
Okay.
can Google me. When you Google the store McGee Beauty and Soul, my Facebook, Instagram, Snap, it pops up. Facebook, Antoinette McGee. On Instagram, I'm Miss underscore McGee 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. So follow me and check me out. Inbox me. I take all suggestions. To make the store better. The store is for you guys. It's for the community. It's for us. And I'm so excited for the future and to see where it's going to take us. I'm very excited about that. And I definitely want to shout out, the business owners that are in my store, the products that are in my store.
Absolutely.
The black women. We have Lauren Goddess. That's with Miss Candace Hill. I believe she's on live.
Yes, she is.
Shout out to Candy. Hey, boo. A Lauren Goddess. I love that name for one. She has the best candles ever.
Come on the show. I don't know why you don't come on the show.
Yes. She resides in Texas, but she comes out here at least like every 2 to 3 months. So
okay. She don't have to be here, bro.
We can do it.
Yeah, we can do this.
You heard that right.
Candace.
You heard that right. Come on now, Candy. So she has products. She has Yoni steams. She got Yoni Pearls coming into the store. I'm excited about that. A lot of women been asking about that.
Okay.
She has these amazing sweet candles that when they melt, you can use the oils as massage oils. Oh my God. That is everything.
Okay.
Yes, those candles are flying off the shelf. So stop in and come get you some candles. We also have Miss Keita Jones. Her products are called Cat Eye Boutique.
Okay.
Shout out to Miss Keita. I love her to death. She's a fun spirit. She's really an amazing young lady.
Awesome.
She has Yoni steams. She makes her own soaps. She has black soaps. She has Yoni soaps, Yoni scrubs.
Wow.
Body butters. Like she's doing it all, and every time I turn around, she got something new. Bring it to the table. And I'm like, come on, baby. And then I also have Darlisha. Darlisha Jones, I believe that's her last name. Okay. She has a 3D hair grow. She has a huge following within herself, and I love her products. I braided my hair like 3 weeks ago, and I've been using her products. And the new growth, I had to take them out already. Really? So I had to slap this wig on. Yes. I'm like, I can't go on here looking like that. Yeah, the new growth is ridiculous, but her products really work. It's all organic. She's an ambitious young lady. I love the way where she's going, and she has a future ahead of her. Awesome. And the rate that she's going. And then we have Lady Elite. Yes. We have the
shout out to Tatiana.
Shout out to Tatiana. Tatiana. She doing her boot camp thing. She doing her thing in the weight loss. And I don't need to find a little bit more time so she can torture me.
Okay.
Some of these. They talking about some happy weight. Ain't none happy about the weight you gained, baby.
Listen.
But he love it, so I'll take it.
Listen, Candace, my producer is coming for you. She's definitely coming for you.
Hey, she is full of spirit.
That's good.
Candace will have you crack. She should have went into comedian. She should have been a comedian. But yeah, she is full of life, and I love her to death. She's actually my sister-in-law, so we got that connection. Awesome. And she support me, I support her, and I'm glad and happy in the way she going. Yes. She got all the book smarts in the world.
That's dope. That's
I'm happy in where she's going, and I'm glad that we doing it together.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, get her on the show.
I will. That's good though. Listen, y'all hear it first. Like she's saying, she has all these brands in the beauty supply right now. Small business owners, black owned businesses that she is supporting, that they are working together, coming together on one accord. to rock this beauty industry. It is
Yes.
amazing. We got Huncho Foreign says shop McGee Beauty and Soul. Thank you.
Huncho Foreign.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be my brother.
It's probably somebody related because he like, y'all better go get that merch.
Yes, that's my older brother.
Oh, he did. He said love, sis.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank y'all for joining us. It has been an amazing show. I had such a good time. I'm glad to have heard Antoinette's story and really, got to know her a lot better. I hope that you guys do too. That's the whole point of Radical Radio. We do not judge books by covers. We want to get somebody down here to sit down and share their story so that we collectively can get to know them better. So as you can see, this is a strong woman of power, and she can really, really, really help this community and help the world. So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you.
And I will be back once we get that empire up.
Absolutely.
So I can let everybody know what we got in store to come on down.
Listen, anytime you want to come back, just come on back. Let us know.
Yes,
you got Maxie information. Definitely let us know, and we will have you back. For those of you that are with us, join us next Monday. We will be back at 8 o'clock. Thank you again for joining Radical Radio.
Bye-bye.